Good morning. God bless. Happy Tuesday. Happy Mars Day. Hello to my patronies. Hello to my patronies, because this will be going on my Patreon. If you are currently watching from my Patreon, this video is being recorded June 14th. Excuse me, that's the Gemini new moon. This video is being recorded June 9th, 2026. 8:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time of the East Coast of the United States. If anybody ever wants to look up the chart for this video, you can look up a chart for anything. But of course, all that information is on my Patreon. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to do what I do. I'm happy to see everyone. I'm happy to be in this form. I'm happy to be a human being. I'm happy to start my day with gratitude. I'm happy to teach. I'm happy to simply exist, to be here, to be alive, to be amazing, to share sacred knowledge, even though everything that I am relearning and learning and remembering is also within you. That is my job as your meditation teacher. That is my job as your host of divine knowledge, as a sacred spiritual guide, as a goddess. I stopped using that word goddess I realized that it really did ruffle a lot of feathers. When you know who you are, it really shakes a disturbed soul. When you know who you are, it shakes the devil. When you know who you are, when you have that energy and it is conscious, it is mindful, you are mindful of your power. That's really what it is, right? Because the sayings, the little primitive sayings, the little 3D sayings that we do, right? Oh, you think you're better than everybody. You think you all that in a bag of chips and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, those are the insecure people. Those are the people that those are the people that are kicking you down. Okay? And we're not having that for the Gemini new moon. As your meditation teacher, as your spiritual guide, I am here to remind you of that. I am here to remind you of your power. I'm here to remind you that even if you are existing in the matrix, even if you do have that job, even if you are working, even if you like your job, love your job, hate your job, hate what you do, whatever you are doing to survive right now, no matter how down you feel, there is always an up. You can always get up. You can always pull yourself up. And it is true. If people are not coming to save you, that means that they are also not going to stop you, which means that the runway is yours. The runway is yours because it's your life and your path. Do you want to know why I always get relationship questions when I'm doing readings? I'm always getting relationship questions when I'm doing readings because people are obsessed with the outside, with their outer world. They're trying to fix their inner world with their outer world. Does this person love me? Is this person coming back? Is this person forgiving me? You are living an illusion. The perfect person to help you get out of those mental illusions, right? Because we're focusing on the mind. Gemini. The mind. Gemini rules the mind. Speech, talk. Okay? Visualize your birth chart in your mind. Visualize your birth chart in your mind. Gemini is the third house. when I'm doing these moon readings, you should be looking at your birth chart. I teach you how to look up your birth chart. I teach you the basic knowledge about the houses. So whatever house that Gemini falls in, for me, Gemini is my 7th house because I'm a Sagittarius rising. So the opposite sign of Sagittarius is Gemini. So the moon will be in my 7th house. That will be my theme, 7th house things. Wherever the moon is falling for the moons is the theme for that month. Remember that the moon's energies last 2 weeks. I'm going to get into all the moon information in a minute, but I'm just giving you meditative notes for yourself, for your mind, as we navigate the next 2 weeks, because that's how long the energy lasts for the moons, okay? These words are written by William Lilly. William Lilly, Lilly. William Lilly. He was an astrologer. He also wrote a book about Christian astrology. I am studying Christian astrology because I believe that the Bible is a story of the stars and the planets. I believe that we live in an illusion. I believe that we chose to be humans just to have this experience. And everything that I am teaching you is of us, but in the spiritual realm. The planets, our bodies, it is all a manifestation of energy. I simply study energy as a meditation teacher. I am also, I have also studied trauma, but I am studying to get certification to help others with their trauma. I'm also looking to be a doula. I think that life should be easy, even when it is hard. I'm telling you my thoughts. I'm sharing my thoughts because this is the Gemini new moon, right? We're getting our minds right so that shit does not go exactly. Of the moon. Words by William Lilly. Her properties and significations. The moon we find called by the ancients Lucina, which is the Roman goddess of childbirth. Lucina, Lucina. Does that sound familiar? Luz is light in Spanish. The moon takes the light from the sun. It reflects the light from the sun. So when we are emotional, right, because the moon rules over our emotions. When we are emotional, that is basically our body's way of sending us messages. If you think somebody's jealous, if you think somebody's pointing at you, if you think somebody hates you, whatever the case may be. Hold on, let me finish this first. Lucina, Cynthia of Cinctos, a name applied to Artemis, referring to her mountain birthplace. One of my matron goddesses, right, which just means mother, because we all each have a mother and a father goddess. I found mine through meditation. I can also help you find yours. But it is simple to look that up. I'll put it on my Patreon. Artemis, referring to her mountain birthplace. I am a mountain woman. It is also very important to know what kind of body type you have, right? I'm very warm. I'm very hot. I was born on a Tuesday. I was born on a Mars day. I'm also a fire sign, but I'm also dry. It's good to know these things. That way, you know where your emotions are coming from and how they navigate, okay? Diana, Roman goddess corresponding to the Greek Artemis, after her brother Apollo had been associated with the sun, right? Because sun and moon are the luminaries. Philosophers naturally linked Artemis to the moon. Another name is Phoebe. Phoebe is Greek, the grandmother of Artemis, in Roman times confused with her. Latona, or Latina, however you pronounce it, Latin derivative of the Greek Lato or Leto, mother of Artemis, probably from the Lycian Lada, lady. Element is vulgarly known. Motion. She finishes her course. I'm talking about the moon right now. And this is very important. If you're a woman, pay attention. If you know a woman that needs to be empowered right now, send this video to them. This is, we are the moon, men are the sun. If you are a woman, pay attention. By knowing these things, or even hearing them, right? Because our subconscious is always soaking things in. Even if you just leave the video on, if you have things to do, just leave the video on. Let me speak, let my words penetrate your subconscious, especially if you are a woman, if you are with a woman, if you're dating a woman, marrying a woman, courting a woman, you should know these things too. It is very important to know how to treat a lady, how to treat a woman. Without a woman in your life, you will not reach your full potential. Her motion, she finisheth her course through the whole 12 signs in 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes, or thereabouts. Her mean motion is 13 degrees, 10 minutes, and 36 seconds. But she moveth sometimes less and sometimes more, never exceeding 15 degrees and 2 minutes in a 24 hours space. Remember that our cycles, our periods, our menstruation is aligned with the moon. You need to get your menstruation aligned with the moon. Meditation is a number one answer. Her greatest, hold on. Thank you. Yes, you. Okay. Her greatest, no, okay, we'll do that later. She has the sign Cancer for her house and Capricorn for her detriment. She is exalted in Taurus. I have a Taurus moon, and hath her fall in Scorpio. She governeth the earthly triplicity by night. So basically the earth signs by night. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The sun, okay, the triplicity, we'll do degrees later. She is feminine, nocturnal, cold, moist, and phlegmatic. So it's very easy for women to build up mucus. You need to keep, I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you what I do. I take black seed oil because I'm a Leo. I have to consume magnesium. And I try my best to stay hydrated. And it is also important for women to take baths at least once a month. Or at least do it for the moons, not on your period, obviously. Okay. Also, if you want someone to listen to you as a woman, especially a partner, you have to become cold. and moist and slippery. You need to take your warmth away. You need to take your light away. Remember, light is warm, positivity. Affirmations. It's all light. It's all warmth. The women are naturally warm. That's why we love stealing hoodies. That's why we always need a lot of blankets and pillows when we sleep. Women love to be warm. We are warm beings. So when something is not going your way, you grow cold. And that's that. Remember that our power is in our silence. A soft, tender creature, a lover of all honest and ingenious sciences, a searcher of and delighter in novelties, naturally propense to flit and shift his habitation, unsteadfast, wholly caring for the present times, timorous, I hope that's how you pronounce that, prodigal, and easily frightened, however loving peace, and to live free from the cares of this life. If a mechanic, the man learns many occupations and frequently will be tampering with many ways to trade in. Okay. It says usually people who are more so ruled by the moon, like cancers, cancer energy, the face will be round, the eyes will be a bit gray and a little louring, Louring, which means scowling or frowning. Much hair on both the head and face and other parts, and usually one eye is a little larger than the other. Because I have a Taurus moon, so I technically have a Cancer placement. One of my eyes is bigger than the other, or different shapes. These are Cancer placements. These are moon sign placements, okay? Short hands and fleshy. The whole body inclining to be fleshy, plump, corpulent, and phlegmatic. If she leans more towards the sun, like me, because I'm a Leo, she usually signifies some blemish in or near the eye. I'm starting to get like little moles. I also have the dark spots around my eye. I also have blemishes, okay, because I'm more inclined to the sun. I'm a Leo, which is funny being a Leo sun. Leo is ruled by the sun, and then I'm a Taurus moon. The moon is exalted in Taurus, so it's like 6, 7. Okay. Queens, countesses, ladies, all manner of women, as also the common people, travelers, pilgrims, sailors, fishermen, fishmongers, brewers, tapsters, vintners, vintners, letter carriers, coachmen, huntsmen, messengers. Some say the Pope's legate, mariners. Ooh, my ear is ringing really loud. Millers, alewives, whatever, malsters, drunkards, oyster wives, fisherwomen, charwomen. Okay. My ear is ringing, and I just feel like I need to stop. I feel like that was my ancestors. But anyway, thank you for being here. Okay. I will be posting the tarot cards for the Gemini new moon, so I'll see you next time. I'll probably have different hair. We'll see, because remember, Venus is going into Leo.